So in this video, I'm going to talk about carbohydrates. And so carbohydrates are they are hydrophilic, which means that they will dissolve in water. They have a general formula of CH2ON, where N is equal to the number of carbon atoms in a molecule. And so carbs are built up, they are made of monosaccharides. And so monosaccharides essentially are the Lego blocks to build up carbohydrates. And there are three types of monosaccharides. So monosaccharides are the simplest, and there are three types. Glucose is the most important one you'll talk about, and then there's also fructose and galactose. And so if you combine two monosaccharides, you'll have a disaccharide. So a disaccharide is two monosaccharides. One thing I forgot to mention about glucose is the most important one, obviously, and glucose is a blood sugar that we use and provides energy for our cells. And so if you have a bunch of monosaccharides put together, that's called a polysaccharide. And then there are three of them that have a great impact on physiology, and there's three of them that we'll be talking about. They are glycogen, which is the energy storage in polysaccharide in animals; starch, which is the energy storage polysaccharide in plants; and cellulose, which is the structural polysaccharide of a plant cell wall. And so let's talk about glycogen. Glycogen's really important. Made by many cells. Most notably, you'll see the liver and muscles. Muscle cells. So mostly the liver and muscle cells will be associated with making glycogen, but the brain, uterus, and vagina cells also can make glycogen. And so glycogen essentially just is the storage of energy that we have in our bodies. And most notably, the liver produces glycogen. So liver makes glycogen after eating. So when your blood glucose level is high, and then eventually it breaks down glycogen between eating. To keep your blood glucose level constant, to maintain it. And so now that's pretty much what glycogen is. Starch, as many of you know, is commonly found in plants, for example, potatoes, pasta, all of that stuff that we enjoyed eating. It's a energy storage polysaccharide in plants, so stores energy in plants. So it's essentially the glycogen of plants, if you want to think about it like that. And it's the only significant digestible polysaccharide in our diet. So it's important to note that this is digestible. And it's important to note that when we eat carbs and they're digested, carbs are quickly used for energy. And by energy we mean ATP. And so the digested carb is quickly converted to glucose and used up pretty rapidly for energy. And then finally we have cellulose, which we cannot digest. Only bacteria have the enzyme to break down cellulose. So cellulose is a structural polysaccharide in plant cells, cell walls. And so, as stated before, bacteria can break it down, but in humans this is important to get cellulose as fiber. So we use it as fiber.